Hello, I'm Andy Coniglio, one of the corporate chefs here at Welbilt, and today we're going to talk about the Merco Visual Holding Cabinet. So here we have a Merco Visual Holding Cabinet, also known as a VHC. It's going to provide you with quality hot holding for quick service, peak periods, or drive-thrus. Here in our test kitchen at Welbilt, we actually have a hybrid unit that uses two technologies. So this hybrid unit has a MercoEco on the top two shelves and a MercoMax on the bottom two shelves. This helps us in our test kitchen to create the best solutions for our customers. All Merco Visual Holding Cabinets have stainless steel parts for that durability. Let's talk about the difference between MercoEco and MercoMax. The MercoEco, the top two shelves, use radiant heat, top and bottom. And then on the bottom two shelves, we have the MercoMax. The MercoMax uses convective airflow through an air diffuser plate on the top and radiant heat on the bottom. What that convective airflow does is keep crispy foods extra crispy. So if you're not doing crispy products, we also have tray seals for both the MercoEco and the MercoMax. These tray seals will block that top heat, keep the moisture in, and for the MercoMax is going to stop that airflow. So if you're holding things like hamburgers, grilled chicken breasts, pulled pork, things of that nature, it's going to stop that airflow, it's going to stop that radiant heat from beating down on that, and it's going to keep that moisture in there. Another thing we have are trivets. These trivets are used to keep product up off the radiant heat, things like fried food items and hot dogs for holding. All right, now let's talk about our Easy Touch control panel. Let's start with our press and go button. This is going to bring you to your main screen for service, and we'll get into that a little bit later. We'll go back home. It's going to bring you to the main screen. Next, we'll talk about our cookbook. And again, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but this is where we're going to create, edit, or delete recipes. Next on our main screen is our USB button. The USB icon allows you to manually upload your settings and recipes. Another option other than uploading manually with the USB port for any of your settings is Kitchen Connect. All Merco Visual Holding Cabinets are available with Kitchen Connect, which is our cloud-based system. This allows you as the operator to push any settings or recipes onto the unit without you even being there. Another thing you could do, you could pull off any information off the unit onto your desktop. For the gear icon, this is going to bring you to your background settings, all password protected for managers to change things. Here we have our preferences, our time and date, languages, the cabinet names if you want to name multiple cabinets, our Wi-Fi network if we're a connected unit. Zone diagnostics tells you what your current temperature is and what your setting is. Error logs, our holding log, our manager to change passwords, our system information including firmware and the actual serial number of the unit, and our utilities, which is basically sound and screen testing. All right, let's go back to the cookbook now. Let's create a recipe and see what else is in here. So up top here, you see we have 5 different items. So this shows you all the recipes that you have here. Right underneath that is actually each item that you highlight. This is going to tell you what the settings are. And if you could actually move this up and down as well, depending on how many items you actually want to see on your screen. Next, we have our lock button. So this is where our password protected is. This X is our delete recipe button. The pencil's for editing. Plus is for adding. Down below here, this is our all recipes, which we're currently in. So go back here. This is to create our categories. And this last icon with the sun and the moon, this is our day parts, which you go back and forth for. Now let's go back to our recipes. The first thing we're going to want to do here is unlock our screen. So we're going to hit the little lock there and put in our password, which is 2580. As you can see, the little lock icon has unlocked. As I said, the first button here is delete. So if we want to delete an item, we can. Next thing is the edit button. This will bring you to what is the setting already. This is for our burger, and it's going to tell you everything. It's the name, the hold temp, the product temp, the hold time, the warning time, split zones, lid type, and bottom type. We're not going to change anything here, so we're just going to hit the green check mark. Let's go ahead and add a recipe. Let's say we're going to be adding a grilled chicken breast. Let's name it grilled chicken. And then we hit the back mark. And we want to hold this product at 195 degrees. We'll do the same thing for the product temp. Let's say our hold time is going to be 45 minutes. We got hour, minute, and second. So we're going to say 004500. And our warning time here, this is how much time it will take for us to replenish if the time is about to expire on our product. And let's say we need 10-minute warning to refill our grilled chicken. Split zones, you could slide back and forth, 1 or 2. 1 means 1/3 size pan, and if you put 2 zones, it takes up a whole zone. We're going to keep it at 1. Our lid type, we have options of none, which is usually for crispy product, solid, which we're going to use here, and also vented. That's something used for hot dogs or sliced roast beef. We're going to keep the solid. And the bottom type means whether we're going to use no trivet or trivet, so normal or false. False means using a trivet. We don't need a trivet for grilled chicken. Once we're done here, we're happy with everything, we hit the green check mark. Goes in alphabetical order. As you can see, grilled chicken is right under the chicken breast. Has our information here of what we set it as. Another option for recipe creation is welbiltdigital.com. This is our desktop version if you're not doing it directly on the unit itself, where you create your recipes and your timing. Now let's go ahead and add that recipe and create a new category. We already have one category here for fried foods. We're going to add one for grilled foods. So we're going to go ahead and add the plus button. We're going to name this category grilled food. We're going to go ahead and add our burger. As you can see here, it's blocked out anything that doesn't have the same temperature as the other. So the only other option is grilled chicken, and we're going to add that. So now we have a new category with the burger and the grilled chicken. Once we're happy with that, we hit the X button. And you can see now we have fried foods and grilled food. And yes, we want to save these changes. Brings us back to the main screen. Now let's go back and look at our day parts. And say we want to change our day parts for lunch and dinner and add our new category that we created. Scroll down here and pick grilled food. We know that's our category. So we're going to go ahead and pick grilled food. And down here it tells us that has the burger and the grilled chicken in it. We're going to hit the green check mark. Once that's complete, you can see it's changed here. I'm going to back out again. Save the changes. Now that we've finished all of our background settings, let's go ahead, press and go, and let's go to our main screen. So this is what it's going to look like during service at the store level and what the employees will actually be using. And let's go and take a look at the Easy Touch control panel to see how it looks during service. So on the screen itself, you can see everything visually. It's a visual holding cabinet. We have our countdown timers, shelves 1 through 4. Down here, we have the home button. That'll bring us to our main menu screen. We can do any of our background settings. Go back to press and go. Our timers are still going. Next is the sun and the moon. What that means is our day parts. That'll change it between breakfast or lunch and dinner. The lock icon here actually locks the screen itself, So when you're wiping down the screen, you're not going to reset any of the timers. The last icon we see here is our language icon. If you have multiple languages, this is where you could scroll through each one. Let's talk about everything that's going on the screen now. So as you can see here, shelves 1 through 4, and each shelf has 2 products on it. The coloring, the yellow means it's time to fire food. So you can see our chicken bites and our chicken breast, it's time to fire them. The green means use first. So for our chicken bites, chicken breast, burger, and hot dog are all green. We want to use those first. The dark gray with the timer rolling means use second. So we have more burgers in, they have 24-minute shelf life, where the burgers down here went in first, so it's telling us green to use first. In each item, when we're doing the settings in the background, this is where we see on the burger, we have the solid tray seal. Moving to the chicken bites and the chicken breast, these are our fried items. You'll notice there's no line on top. What that means is no tray seal. We want either that radiant heat from the MercoEco or the convective air on the MercoMax to go ahead and keep that crispy food crispy. The dotted line on the bottom means to use a trivet. That trivet's going to keep our product up off that radiant heat to keep it crispy and create that airflow. Lastly, on the hot dog, you'll see 2 dotted lines. The bottom, again, means trivet, and the top dotted line means a vented tray seal. The vented tray seal is used for products like hot dogs or processed meats that actually use nitrates. This is going to release some of that steam, but keep all that heat in there. You can see here with our chicken bites, this is one of our categories that we've created. So this is our fried items. Since all the items are the same temperature, we could create the category. Here we have chicken bites, chicken breast, and the shroom burger. Easily scroll back and forth to whatever you're using. So if we have a chicken breast already running, let's say we just loaded another chicken breast. You can see here, it's dark gray. That dark gray means we're not using that yet. We're using the green one first. So if you finish the product and you want to take it out and the timer bar has not gone down yet, you would go ahead, select the item, hit reset. The green check would be yes. The red X would be no. I didn't mean to press that. But if we do want to reset it, we would go ahead, hit the green check. As you can see, it's light gray now. And the next chicken breast that we had with the countdown timer is green, which means that's to use first. All right, the last thing we're going to see here, we're going to see our chicken bites actually go to expiration. What that's going to do is set off a little alarm. It's going to tell you to discard the product. And if you notice, it went from that product going red, and our next chicken bites that were in line have gone green to use first. So we go ahead and press the discard button, and we would remove those chicken bites and use the fresh. So there we go, the Merco Visual Holding Cabinet, or the VHC. Please remember the VHC is available from Merco in MercoEco or MercoMax. MercoEco gives you the radiant heat, top and bottom, or the next level up is the MercoMax. Gives you the convective airflow on top, radiant heat on the bottom. Whatever best suits your need, Merco can help you. With one other hot holding opportunity I'd like to talk about with Merco is our CrispyMax. Our CrispyMax is an open fry dump station. It's got a low profile design, available in 3 different sizes. This is our single lane, which is 10 inches. It's also available in double, which is 18.5 inches, and triple, which is 27 inches. For any questions with any of our Merco products, please visit mercoproducts.com, welbilt.com, or check with your local sales rep. Thank you.